This is the story of Emma, a young woman who lives in the small English village of Highbury. She is beautiful, clever, and rich. She has everything a person could want: money, comfort, and family. But Emma has one special hobby. She loves playing matchmaker. She thinks she understands people's hearts and can arrange marriages for them. Yet, as Emma interferes in the lives of others, she discovers that love is more complicated than she imagined. Along her journey, she makes mistakes, learns lessons about kindness and humility, and finally discovers her own heart. Now, let's step into the world of Hartfield Highbury and the lives of Emma and the people around her. Life at Hartfield Ma Woodhouse lives in Hartfield, a large and beautiful house in Highbury. Her father, Mr. Woodhouse, is a gentle but nervous man. He constantly worries about health and safety. He dislikes parties, dislikes change, and always prefers people to stay at home where it's safe. Because of this, Emma often feels it is her responsibility to bring excitement into their quiet lives. Emma has already decided. She will never marry. She is rich, independent, and does not want to leave her father alone. Instead, she enjoys controlling the lives of others. Her best friend and companion, Miss Taylor, has just married Mr. Weston, a cheerful man from the neighborhood. Emma feels proud of this match because she believes she helped it happen. "I planned their happiness," she tells herself. This makes Emma even more confident in her matchmaking abilities. Meeting Harriet soon. Emma meets Harriet Smith, a sweet but simple young woman who studies at a local boarding school. Harriet does not know who her real parents are, which makes her uncertain of her place in society. Emma immediately takes interest in her. Emma thinks, "I will make Harriet into a proper lady. I will guide her, dress her well, find her a suitable husband." Harriet quickly becomes devoted to Emma, almost worshipping her. She listens to Emma's advice in everything. Emma sees an opportunity to practice her matchmaking skills. The farmer versus the vicar. Harriet soon receives a marriage proposal from Robert Martin, kind and hard-working farmer. Harriet likes him, and in her heart, she feels happy at the thought of becoming his wife. But Emma has other plans. A farmer? Emma says, "No, Harriet. You deserve someone better, someone with higher position." Emma convinces Harriet to reject Robert Martin. Instead, Emma points her attention to Mr. Elton, the local vicar. Emma imagines that Harriet and Mr. Elton would be perfect together. Harriet, who trusts Emma completely, agrees to follow her advice. She writes a polite refusal to Robert Martin, though it makes her sad. But Emma has made a mistake. Mr. Elton is not interested in Harriet at all. He is attracted to Emma herself because of her wealth and beauty. One evening, as Emma rides in a carriage with Mr. Elton, he suddenly confesses his love. "Emma," he says passionately, "it is you I want to marry. You are the only one for me." Emma is shocked. "Me? But what about Harriet?" "Harriet?" Mr. Elton laughs. "I would never think of marrying her." Emma feels humiliated. She realizes she has misled Harriet and hurt Robert Martin for no reason. The arrival of Frank Churchill and Jane Fairfax after this disaster, Emma promises herself not to interfere again. But her nature soon pulls her back. Mr. Weston's son, Frank Churchill, comes to Highbury. He is charming, lively, and admired by everyone. Emma enjoys his company. He flatters her, dances with her, and makes her laugh. She begins to think maybe he could be her match, though she insists she never wants to marry. At the same time, Jane Fairfax, a young woman who is elegant, intelligent, and accomplished, also arrives in the village. Jane plays the piano beautifully and speaks politely. Everyone praises her, but Emma feels secretly jealous of her talents. Emma begins to imagine romantic connections. She wonders, does Frank Churchill love her, or is he secretly interested in Jane? Her imagination runs wild. Harriet's hopes again. Meanwhile, Harriet continues to depend on Emma for advice. Harriet tells Emma about a new man she admires. At first, Emma thinks it might be Frank Churchill. But later, Harriet hints that it is someone even more important. Emma begins to suspect Harriet is talking about Mr. K. Knightley. Mr. Knightley is Emma's close family friend and neighbor. He is wise, honest, and often scolds Emma when she behaves badly. Emma laughs at the idea of him loving Harriet. But deep inside, she feels a strange discomfort. Why does the thought of Harriet and Mr. Knightley together make her uneasy? The picnic and the lesson one summer day, a large picnic is arranged. Many of the villagers gather, including Emma, Harriet, Mr. Knightley, Frank Churchill, Jane Fairfax, and Miss Bates, an older unmarried woman who is poor but kind. During the picnic, Miss Bates talks too much, as she usually does. Emma, feeling playful, makes a rude joke at Miss Bates' expense. Everyone laughs nervously, but Mr. Knightley does not. Later, Mr. Knightley speaks to Emma in private. "How could you be so cruel?" he says firmly. "Miss Bates may be poor, but she is humble and good. She did not deserve to be mocked in front of others." Emma is deeply ashamed. For the first time, she sees herself clearly not as a clever and kind leader, but as someone who could be unkind and thoughtless. This moment changes her. She realizes she must grow wiser and gentler. The truth revealed soon after. A surprising truth is revealed: Frank Churchill and Jane Fairfax have been secretly engaged all along. Their playful behavior and strange actions now make sense. Emma realizes she was wrong in all her guesses and assumptions, but an even bigger shock awaits. Harriet confesses to Emma that she is in love with Mr. Knightley. Emma is stunned. At that moment, her own heart speaks clearly. She loves Mr. Knightley herself. She has loved him for a long time without admitting it. She feels pain and fear. What if she has lost him forever to Harriet? Emma's happiness, but fate is kind to Emma. One evening, as she walks in the garden, Mr. Knightley approaches her. He speaks gently. "Emma," he says, "I have loved you for as long as I can remember. I thought you might never return my feelings, but I cannot keep them hidden anymore." Emma is overwhelmed with joy. She admits her love too. She realizes that Mr. Knightley is the one man who has always been honest with her, guided her, and cared for her. Their love is true and equal. Emma worries about Harriet's feelings. But soon she learns that Harriet has reunited with Robert Martin, the farmer who truly loves her. This time Harriet accepts his proposal, and they are happily engaged. In the end, 2 happy marriages are celebrated: Harriet with Robert Martin and Emma with Mr. Knightley. Emma has grown wiser. She understands now that love is not about pride, planning, or matchmaking. It is about respect, kindness, and truth. She becomes a better friend, a better daughter, and a woman ready for real happiness. The story of Emma is about growth, love, and humility. At first, Emma believes she knows everything about people's hearts. She enjoys controlling others and making matches. But through mistakes, shame, and reflection, she learns that the heart cannot be mastered by cleverness. True love appears not in prideful schemes, but in honesty and kindness. In the end, Emma discovers her own heart and finds happiness with Mr. Knightley. While learning to value others for who they truly are, it is a timeless tale that reminds us sometimes, before we guide others, we must first understand ourselves. Asterisk. Thanks for watching. If you really liked the story, please do like, share, subscribe, comment. On my channel, World Stories. See you on the next video.